Hi, Paulette Deckers here, owner of the Northwest Bridal Showcase. Again, we're here with Laura Wentworth, owner of LW Hair, and she's going to talk to us a little bit more about some more hair tips for your wedding day. So one of the things that you pointed out, Laura, was don't hide your highlights. Why do you say that?
Well, it's really important. You know, you spend a lot of money on your highlights, and highlights make your hair very dimensional. And it's actually really pretty when you photograph like that. The issue with don't hide your highlights is when you pin them up, sometimes underneath we forget to color those and you've got a dark chunk.
Okay.
So take that into consideration. Look at the hairstyle from both sides and make sure you know if you're going to be doing a full updo, you may want to pay to have a full foil so that the bottom is colored as well and gives you that dimensional look.
Well,
really important.
That's a great tip. I would not have thought of that, honestly. We don't always think of the underside of our hair because most of the time it's down. So,
right.
Yep, when you're doing that updo, that's a great tip. Okay. You do say get a good haircut about 3 to 4 weeks out from your wedding.
Right. You know, you get a haircut at first and you get over that shock of losing the inch or so of hair, and you grow into it. And about 3-4 weeks after I get a haircut, I love it. But the first couple of days, I don't.
So true.
That's something that we do recommend, is that you get a good haircut. About 3 to 4 weeks. Give it some time.
Okay. You know, and I think this next tip is great. It's so important. Don't do anything extreme. Why do you think that's important?
You know, if you are a brunette, being a platinum blonde for your wedding maybe isn't a good idea. And it's going to shock people, and that's not usually what people want. You don't want them talking about the change you made. You want them talking about how good you look. And so we talk about don't get a drastic cut in color. A lot of brides on that note, though, tend to grow out their hair for the wedding. And I always say don't grow your hair, buy it. Keep the style you're comfortable with. You can always buy clip-in extensions and have your hair colored to match those, and put your hair up that way. That way you're not frustrated, don't have this massive hair you can't do anything with. Just wear your normal hairstyle, buy some hair, and we'll work with it into the hairstyle.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and I do agree. I think going extreme before your wedding could lead to a disaster. I mean, you could be in the middle of something and then just absolutely hating it and wishing that you hadn't done that. And nobody wants to be in that place on their wedding day, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so, okay, you said your next tip was don't let other people tell you how to style your hair.
You know, and we see that. We see moms who, like me, got married 20 years ago and want you to just have all these tendrils around your face and these tight Shirley Temple curls, and that's not how you're comfortable, and that's not what you want. And so make sure that it's not your best friend and it's not anybody else telling you how you want to wear your hair. Wear it the way you feel the prettiest and the way you're the most comfortable. And if you don't feel that way when you leave from a hair trial, ask for another trial or ask to keep going. It's really important that you get the hairstyle you want, that you look beautiful for all the photographs you're going to be in, from people's Facebook posts to your professional photographs. You want to be beautiful. So get the hair you want. Don't let people tell you.
Yeah, I love that tip about, not letting other people tell you how you should look on your wedding day, because you know how you should look and how you should feel, and you're really the only one who knows that. And secondly, that if you aren't getting the look you're wanting from your trial, absolutely ask for more time with your stylist or set up another appointment. That's great advice. Thank you so much. Your last tip here is really don't change your mind about the hairstyle on the wedding day.
Right. So every time I see a text come in from a bride the night before, I cringe. I had this happen, and every time I've had this happen, the bride has regretted it. So please don't change your mind. You set your mind on a certain thing. Hopefully you've taken a lot of pictures of it, you've tried on your dress, you've gotten all your friends' opinions. Stick with that. Changing your mind puts your hairstylist on a defensive position. They've got to get other people's hair done. They may not have brought the correct equipment. One of the things I do during the trial is figure out the most economical way and the best way to get your hair into the style you want, and it may be different than what we did during the trial. But I've got a better way to do it, and I'm going to do it that way the day of. You throw me off, and frankly, you throw yourself off if you change your mind. So don't change your mind. Stick with what you got. If you're regretting it a couple weeks out, call the hairdresser, ask if you can do another trial.
Perfect, yeah. And as we said before, it is a really emotional time on the day of your wedding, and there's so much going on, and there's a little bit of stress about everything going smoothly. It just makes sense that you don't want to change something like major, like your hair at the last minute.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, well, these have been fantastic tips, Laura. Thank you so much. I'm hoping that the girls out there will get some valuable information from this interview with you. And for more information on Laura, you can go to lwhair.com. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.